Hello, students. Welcome back to your English class. I am your English teacher, Mrs. Jenny Shah, and today we are going to be learning grammar. Today, in grammar, we're going to be talking about nouns. I'm sure you all know nouns very well, and you all have seen the types of nouns. And there are so many ways to classify nouns. Number, gender, and case are just a few of these. Today, we will do lesson 1, that is noun numbers. So, based on numbers, we can classify nouns as singular and plural. A noun is singular if it refers to one person or one thing, and it is plural if it refers to more than one person or one thing. In this post, we will learn about various rules applied for changing singular nouns to plural along with examples. So, in today's class, we are going to learn the different rules that can be applied to change the form of nouns from singular to plural. So, let's begin. Nouns can be singular as well as plural. Only countable nouns can have a plural form. So, nouns can be countable and they can be uncountable. If you just look at food, if you look at bun, you can say, I want 3 buns or 4 buns. But you cannot say how much bread do you have. Correct? Sugar, you cannot say 4 sugar, 5 sugar. So when you talk about uncountable nouns, we normally use a measuring unit. For example, 3 liters milk. So milk cannot be 1, 2, or 3, but you can always say 2 carrots or 2 tomatoes. All right. So nouns can be countable and uncountable, but only and only countable nouns can have a plural form to it. So let's start with the rules for plural nouns. Now I want you all to write these down in your notebooks. Okay, so you will take a new page, write nouns, number. In that you will write nouns can be singular or plural. The first line, nouns can be singular and plural. Second line, only countable nouns can have a plural form. Leave a line and write rules for plural nouns. Now, students, if while I'm saying and you find me going very fast, please pause the video and continue writing and resume the video when you finish writing. Because when I am saying you're not in front of me, and so I may not be able to gauge if you completed writing or not. I'm trying my best to go very slow so you can complete your writing while I'm reading. Now, the plurals of the nouns can be formed in various ways, but there are different rules. Rule number 1, addition of an S. This is a very simple rule which I think you all may have used or are aware of very much. So, rule number 1, addition of S. You don't have to write everything in your notebooks, children. Just write rule 1, addition of S. In the line below it, write, we can change most of the nouns from singular to plural simply by adding an S at the end of the word. And you can select any 5 examples and write them. book, books, pen, pens, tree, trees, kite, kites, month, months, girl, goals, horse, horses. You can see these words by just adding an s at the end of the word has become plural. So, this is the first and the easiest rule. That is by adding an s at the end of the word. Rule number two. Over here, you will only write the rule, that is addition of es to the nouns which end with a hissing sound. And in the bracket after hissing sound, please write S, SS, SH, CH, O, and X. This is there in your notebooks, children, in your textbooks of Grammar Magic, page number 20. So you all can also open that and see it. To change singular nouns ending with a hissing sound, we add an es at the end of the noun. So if you look at the last word, so if you have bus, it becomes buses. If you have watch, it's ch. So it becomes watches. Glass, glasses. Please select sounds. Please select the nouns or the words which have different ending words, ending letters, so that you are able to understand this very well when you write the examples. If you write rule number one, write the examples. Rule number two, write the examples, so that you can remember this when you're doing your revision. Dish, dishes, ass, asses, class, classes. Rule number three, addition of an s or an es to all the nouns which end with an o. Now, this rule is a special case to rule number 1 and 2. That means it explains how to change some singular nouns ending with O to plural by either adding an S or an ES. Most of the nouns which are ending in O, you should add an ES, like potato or a negro or a mango. You make it plural by adding an ES. But some nouns only require a single S. For example, photo, solo, piano, kilo. All these they end with O, but some of these only take a single S at the end of the plural form. Rule number 4, addition of S to the main noun in the compound nouns. Now, when you're talking about compound words, some nouns are a combination of more than one word, and these are called compound nouns, like son in law, maid servant, stepson, father in law, etc. So, over here, to make it into a plural, we are going to add s at the end of the main word. For example, maid servants, boyfriends, travel agents, break ins. But this rule has an exception. It is not applicable for all compound nouns. Some singular nouns in compound nouns follow their respective rules to change them to plural. So if there is daughter in law, it becomes daughters in law. It will not become daughter in laws. Okay? So if you have coat of males, it becomes coats of male. Ward of court, wards of court. Yes? Maid servant, you are ending in S. You're not saying maid's servant. I hope this is clear. In case it is not, please read this slide two more times. I'm sure it'll become clear. Rule number 5, making a plural. Now, to change most of the singular nouns which end with an F or an FE, we are going to replace the F or FE with VES. Exception again over here are some singular nouns which end in F, They form their plural in the normal way, that is by ending an S at the end. So first we will look at the words that end with an F. Wolf, thief, wolf becomes wolves, thief becomes thieves, shelf becomes shelves, leaf become leaves, elf become elves, scarf became scarves. And now if the ending is fe, like life, lives, wife, wives, knife, knives. And next is exception to these rules: a dwarf, which remains dwarfs, roof becomes roofs, proof becomes proofs, gulf is gulfs, chief is chiefs. So these are some exception to this rule. Next rule is changing a singular noun ending with a y to plural. For this, what you have to do is you have to look at the word before the y. So the singular nouns that end in y, but they're preceded by a consonant, they form their plural by replacing it with, I repeat, replacing it with ies. However, the singular nouns that are ending in y, but they are preceded by a vowel, they will form their plural by addition of an s at the end. So day will become days, guy become guys, ray become rays, story becomes stories, toy become toys, employ becomes employees. Okay. And when we look at, so if you look at day, guy, ray, toy, employ, they all have the word y at the end, but before the y they have a vowel like an a, e, o. In this case we are just adding a s and making them plural. But if you look at the lower examples that we have, like pony, if you look at pony, it's a ny. Fairy, fai should be there. This is a spelling mistake. fairy. Now r is not a vowel, n is not a vowel, so l is not a vowel. In this case we are going to replace the y with an ies. Okay, so the nouns ending with a vowel y, you're just adding an s to it. But the nouns which end with the consonant before the y, we're going to replace the y with an ies. So pony becomes ponies, country become countries, baby becomes babies, lady will become ladies. Okay, so you can select any 2 to 3 examples to write them in your notebooks. Also, you can save this video so you can repeat and refer to it again and again to revise your plural rules. Rule number 6, changing singular nouns ending with y to plural. Oh, we did this. So, rule number 7, replacing the inside vowel or vowels. Now, some nouns, they change their complete form in the plural, and they do this by changing the vowels inside the word. So for example, foot becomes feet, man becomes men, tooth becomes teeth, goose becomes geese, woman becomes women, mouse becomes mice. If you look here, they are changing the vowels which are inside the word. In fact, in mouse and mice, it's not even the vowel. Mouse becomes mice. So these can also be considered as irregular plurals. Rule number 8, that is, some forms in the singular as well, they have the same form in singular as well as in plural, like sheep or hundred, aircraft, fish. Whether this is singular or it is plural, it is the same. Then there are some nouns which are always used in the plural form. Some nouns like scissors, trousers, spectacles, jeans, pajamas, binoculars, pliers, shorts, tongs, bellows. These are basically things that have two essential parts to them, and therefore they are always used in the plural form. Some other examples of nouns that are always used in the plural form are arms, particulars, riches, savings, stairs, valuables, outskirts. These are always spoken only in the plural form. Rule number 10 is some collective nouns that appear singular, they look singular, but they are used as a plural. Okay, so they are singular in appearance, but they are used as plural. Okay, examples are the cattle are grazing in the ground, the people were not impressed. So we are people, when you say, you're not talking of one person, because that is person. People itself is a noun and it is a plural noun. Cattle over here, we are not talking of a single cow. Cattle becomes a collective noun. So this collective noun, it appears singular, but it is always used as a plural. This should be rule number 11. After 10, this should be 11. This is my numbering mistake. Okay. Rule number 11. Some nouns are always used as singular. Okay, there is a skip over here. Please refer to your textbooks, page number 21. There is a orange color box. Look at the uh, fourth line over there. They are plural in appearance, but they are used as singular. This is opposite. That one was singular in appearance, but used as plural. This is plural in appearance, but is used as singular. These are innings, mathematics, news, politics. Do you have any news? Over here, we are talking about one piece of news, correct? Politics. Politics itself it is plural in appearance, but it is singular. Okay. Last rule, that is rule number 12. Some nouns are always used as singular only. Some nouns like baggage, damage, luggage, furniture. You don't say, I have carried a lot of luggages. We don't say that. We say luggage. Luggage means singular. Furniture, we don't say furnitures. We say furniture. Shopping, camping, parking, and weather. They are always used in the plural form. Okay. So this is a quick, uh, small note that I made so that you can revise all the rules again. Most nouns add s to form the plural. Nouns that end with sh, ch, x, z, or s, they need to add an es. Nouns that end with vowel plus y, they add a s. Nouns that end with a consonant plus I, they change the y to I and then they add es. Nouns that end with f or fe, they change the f or fe to ves. Nouns that end with vowel plus o, they add an s. Nouns that end with a consonant plus o, they add an es. Okay. Okay, now time to practice and apply our learning. So open your grammar magic book to page number 21. Do the first exercise where you're going to write the plural form of the following nouns. Mosquito. If you look at mosquito, it ends with a consonant plus o. So it should become mosquitoes. You have to add an es. Knife, it ends with an fe. What is the rule for fe? Remove the f or fe and add ves. House, what will house become? Houses. Thief, ef. So if ending with an f, so you use that rule. Key, Y. It ends with a vowel plus Y. So you just add a S. Pony. This is a consonant plus Y. So what are we going to change it to? I-E-S. Radio. This is vowel plus O. So this will be only adding a S. Foot. Foot will change completely. This will become feet. Bush. Shh. This is the humming sound. Shh. For shh, what do we have to do? Add es. So you will say bushes. Leaf will change F to VES. Monkey. This is vowel plus Y. So we are just going to add a S. Company. This is a N is a consonant plus Y. So you change this to IES. Cut the I, cut the Y and write IES. Pitch. This is the ch rule. So you're going to add ES. Daisy. This is S plus Y. So again IES. These are your answers. Please check your spelling twice for each and every word. Okay, I'm moving further. If you're still here, you need to pause. Second part, you are going to form the singular now from all these plurals given to you. Elves, loaves. I'm not going to solve it. I'm just reading it out for you all. I want you all to use your notes or go through the video again and make your notes down in a rough book. Also, if you make your notes, it's fine. Okay. Elves, loaves, cacti, foci, nuclei, fungi, nuclei again, syllabi, thesis, crisis, criteria, data, house, and gaze. And the answer is this: elf, loaf, cactus, focus, nucleus, fungus, nucleus, syllabus, thesis, crisis, criteria, datum, half, and goose. Now, third part, that is page number 22, question C. You have to change the highlighted nouns to its plural form and rewrite the sentence. Okay, so over here, I only want you to write the sentence in your workbook itself. Write it next, or you can write it at the end after the letter F over there. Okay. The girl had a basketball in her bag. My brother prefers to wear an English tie. That dog never seems to get tired of jumping in and out of the kennel. Ram stole my concept and didn't give me any credit. Your father is going to be upset about that broken plate. It's not difficult to grow a plant as long as you give it plenty of water. I can't believe you allow your child to stick his head out of the car window. Answers are: the girls had basketballs in their bags. My brother prefers to wear English ties. Now, over here in the first line, you can see I have also changed the word bag to bags. That is because only then the sentence will make sense. The girls had basketballs in their bag. Doesn't make sense. You have to change it. Okay. Third one, those. That will become those. Those dogs never seem to tire of jumping in and out of the kennels. Ram stole my concepts and didn't give me any credit. Your fathers are, from is it becomes are, okay? Your fathers are going to be upset about those broken plates. So again, you are noticing that becomes those. Sixth, it's not difficult to grow some plants as long as you give them plenty of water. It became them. I can't believe you allow your children to stick their heads out of the car windows. Okay, next one. Change the highlighted nouns into their singular form. The sheep are eating some grass. The matches start at 6. Are your hands clean? My teeth are all white and the puddings are in your plates. The sheep is eating some grass. R becomes is. The match starts at 6. Is your hand clean? Again, R becomes is over here. My tooth is white. The pudding is in your plate. Next one. There are few sentences given. You're going to spot the error and rewrite them. Father are working in the garage. The student is learning their lessons. Mother are cooking dinner. Boys is playing in the garden. Romy were in London last spring. The team were at school last Tuesday. Momita were home last night. Ravi and Meenal was Toby's friends. Now let's try this. Father is working in the garage. The students are learning their lessons. The mother is cooking dinner. Boys are playing in the garden. Romy was in England last spring. The team was at school last Tuesday. Momita was home last night. Ravi and Meenal was Toby's friends. Will become were. Ravi and Meenal were Toby's friends. Okay. Last one. You're going to write the singular or plural nouns of the following nouns. Knife will become knives. Sock, socks. Tomato, tomatoes. Take off, takes off or take offs. Passerby, passers by. Brother in law, brothers in law. Handful, handfuls. Peas, stepmother and step parent. Yeah. Okay, with these children, I'm ending this class over here. You must finish page numbers 21 and 22. Your notebook should have the rules written in them so that you can revise them when you need with examples after every rule. I repeat, write the rule that was there. No need to write the explanation. Write the rule and then write the example. And in case you have written the explanation, please don't go and erase and get worried over it. It's okay if you have written the explanation. All right. Keep your notebooks neat and clean. If your handwriting is such that it becomes difficult to read, leave a line in the middle. It's okay. Please leave some space between words so that it's readable. All right. With these children, I end today's class. Stay home, stay safe, take care, keep learning. Thank you.